Okay, let's talk about FIFO now. Remember FIFO in class, we were talking about how LIFO kind of comes back to LIFO, right? And sells, right? Last in, first out. Means you sell from the bottom up, from the newest layers to the oldest layers. That's LIFO. FIFO sells, notice the word sells, I keep repeating, sells. It doesn't keep, it sells from the oldest layer down to the newest layer. Uh, that's an important distinction. That's one of the reasons we made it in class and in some of the previous videos as well. So we are going to look at FIFO here. Uh, let's switch over and talk about what was sold. Okay, we know that 12 units were sold. So the question is, how do you account? FIFO sells from the top to the bottom, right, from the oldest layer to the newest layer. LIFO from the newest to the oldest going up. So we're going to have to sell 12 units, right? Cost of goods sold. We sold 12. So if we sold 12, we're going to sell this 6, this 5, and even more. We need one more. 6 and 5 is 11. We need one more from this layer. So it's pretty simple, the calculation. You just have to understand the concept. First in, first out. This one was first, then this one, then this one. Notice the dates climbing. So we're going to sell the 6 at 165. 6 at 165 is 990. Okay, so we'll just put 990. We're going to add up our cost of goods sold. That's the first layer. So we're going to sell this layer completely out. And then we need to get to 11, we need to get to 12 right here. So this 5 is going to sell out. So this entire layer here is going to sell out. Go here, 830. I'm doing it this way so on test day you can be efficient, right? And do it this way instead of mapping out all this stuff. Now this one, we need one more. So we're going to do 1 unit at 175. I'll go ahead and write that one out. 1 unit at 175 was sold for a total of 175. Okay, we're talking about selling, right? Cost of goods sold. Don't get confused between keeping and selling. Okay, in FIFO, you sell from the oldest layer to the newest layer. Okay, here's the newest layer. And then we just sum it up. Got 990, 830, and 175 for a total of 1995. 1995 is what you sold under FIFO. Now let's look at what you kept. Okay, let's look at what you kept. Uh, Notice that under specific unit cost or specific identification, it tells you, well, by the way, we kept 3 of these and we kept 6 of these. Okay, all of this under FIFO is thrown out, right? You notice that we also kind of threw it out with average cost. We didn't start playing this game of, which one was kept. Was it this rocking chair? Was it that rocking chair? Basically we went through the trouble of calculating an average cost and applied it against the cost, the units that were sold, and applied the average against the units that were kept. We're kind of playing the same game here. Only under specific identification are you playing this game of, did it come from this one? Yeah, it says it came from this one. Did it come from that one? Yes, it said. You abandon that. But something you don't abandon is you don't abandon the fact that you did sell 9. That you kept 9, 3, and 6. So if you're selling in a FIFO from the oldest to the newest, inversely, you're keeping from the newest to the oldest. Okay, so don't get confused, but you sell downward from the oldest to the newest, and you keep from the newest to the oldest. So you kind of reverse this. We kept 9, 3, and 6. Ignore this, ignore this. That's only applicable to specific unit. 3 and 6 is 9, so we kept 9 units at 175. Remember, it's 9. That 1 was sold. That's what we're doing this business. So that 1 was sold. So we kept 9. 9 at 175. Let's see. Let's just call this. Well, let me do this. Well, it's not going to let me do that. Let me put that back. And just take 9 at 175. Okay. We're going to keep ending inventory under FIFO 9 at 175. Notice that it also, FIFO sells first in, first out. It sells the oldest stuff first, and it keeps the newest stuff. And that happens to be that 175. So 9 times 175 gives us 1575. And that's what we put here, 1575. And this is how you calculate first in, first out. The key concept are, again, the anchors are layers, and we're selling from the top to the bottom, and we're keeping from the bottom to the top. In this case, we never even got into the second layer because it was sold. But that's how you calculate it. I hope you found this video useful on how to calculate FIFO, cost of goods sold, ending inventory. Notice how this anchor is not changing. These methods change the dollars.